Pavitram Pavitram Dhaneshasya Mitram Apanakalatram Charitram Vichitram Shivam Shankaram Shambhumi.
Hi friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. So we will continue our discussion around different minor arcana cards. We have already completed our discussion on the suit of Pentacles, suit of Swords, suit of Cups, and we have just begun our discussion on the suit of Wands. So the card which we are going to discuss today from the suit of Wands is the Eight of Wands. And before we'll start our discussion on understanding this card, just a quick recap of all what we have studied so far. We have already discussed that tarot is basically used for doing a character analysis, to get a glimpse of the future, to get a solution to remediate confusion, and it also helps in doing meditation and scanning your energies of any evil or good influence. Whenever it comes to understanding the constituting numbers which makes up these tarot cards, they can be divided into two chunks, the major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. Arcana is a Latin word which means secret. So these major arcana cards, which are in total 22 numbers, tell about the universal theme, more impactful and long lasting circumstances, situation and the events. But when it comes to understanding the impact of these energies, which makes up the daily drama of our life, our relationship, our job, our fight for survival, our emotions, then you need to study these minor arcana cards. These minor arcana cards are in total 56 in numbers and can be divided into four suits. The suit of Wands, which represents the fire element, tells about the action, creativity, movement, confidence. Next is the suit of Cups, which represents the water element and tells about your spiritual experiences and the emotional relationship. Next is the suit of Swords, which represents the air element, tells about the intellect, thought, reason, mental clarity along with stress, anxiety and depression. And last is the suit of Pentacles, which represents the earth element and tells about your finances, security and the stability. Each of these four suits in total carries 14 cards, the aces, the 9 numbered cards from the card number 2 till the card number 10 and the 4 court cards, page, knight, queen and the king. So far in our this discussion on the suit of Wands, we have discussed that the ace of Wands tells about new beginning, new journeys, you incorporating new business. Along with it also tells about that in a particular situation, you need to make use of your creative force along with proceeding with courage and confidence. Two of Wands tells about using your personal power, boldness along with originality. Three of Wands tells about exploring unknown, having a foresight and demonstrating leadership. Four of Wands is a very positive card which tells about celebration, feeling excited and freedom from the anxieties and the worries. Five of Wands is a negative card which tells about the disagreement, competition and the hassle. Six of Wands is a very positive card which tells about the triumph, victory, acclaim and the pride. And the card just previous to it, the Seven of Wands, was a card which is all about the aggression, defiance and a strong conviction. Now we will try to understand this card which is the Eight of Wands. So as you can see in this illustration, there is not much to explain in this illustration apart from these 8 wands which are flying in air. So what can we interpret as a divinatory meaning from this card? Like the way I always say, understanding the meaning of these cards is very important because they give us this hint that in a particular situation of confusion, we need to think, we need to act as per the signification represented by these cards. So this card first of all tells about the quick movements, the quick action. When this is not the time to think or contemplate or plan. This is the time for the action. Now this quickness can also be seen in the form of rash driving or quick speech, quick action, but also ever quickness in action, in speech or whatsoever life you are in. We see from this card. This card also tells about coming to conclusion. When you are completing all the unfinished work, all things which need your attention from past so long, you are putting that to a closure. We see from this card. And this card also tells about coming of some news, some good, some encrypted news, some information, some good messages coming your way. So you have been long time awaiting, for the result of your exam or awaiting for your visa. So the mere appearance of this card is going to tell that first of all, the situation will act fast, things will come to conclusion and you will get the news. Whenever it comes to understanding the meaning of this card, if this card will come out to be reversed in your reading, in a reversed formation, this card tells about all kind of jealousy and the delays and the stagnation. Whenever it comes to understanding the meaning of this card, if this card will come out to be in your reading and you're doing it for someone, so the real life sync of this card is, let's say for example, someone has come to you for reading and this person is awaiting a long time. I've already explained for his visa. The appearance of this card is a very positive sign. Same ways, if this card will come out to be reversed, then this is just going to give this hint that the whole procedure might take long time and things get delayed. Same ways, let's say for example, someone is in this dilemma that I like this girl. Shall I propose to her? How is she going to react to that? Whether she is going to be mine or not. So the person is this mode of dilemma. The appearance of this card in upright placement is a very positive sign, and it is going to just give this hint that stop all this contemplation, all this plannings. Right now is the time to act on this particular situation, and you might get good news out of this. So this is something which I wanted to say as my take on the 8 of Wands. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on tarot, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.
चिदानन्दरूपा शिवोऽहं शिव